no be small. But say I get sense. Poverty no good at all. Now it make I join this business. For one night you don't be it's once again. Everybody be there. If anybody follow Mugu, my brother, I go chopper. National airport, National stadium, President, my sister, brother, we be Mugu, I be the master. Oh, man, I go chop your dollar, I go take your money, disappear. For one time in the Betty, we be Mugu, I be the master. The refinery, the contract, now you white. But you won't pay me some more money, they can't bring ya. You be the Mugu, I be the master. When do you go play one? Then we say that you style. What countryman do you go? You know the shot. All I kill and die. Whatever you go back to I say, I don't see them fire. That's why when they run enter my therapy, I will show them fire. National airport, National stadium, President, my sister, brother, you be the Mugu, I be the master. The refinery, the contract, now you white. But you won't pay me some more money than I bring up. You know, when I came here earlier for the sound check, I didn't check the sound because I didn't have any interest in checking any sound. I know the sound will come.
And there it is right there. So there it is right there. Good day to you, good afternoon, all that. Apologies for yesterday's session, but yesterday's session now propelled, moved forward to today's afternoon session. So a 2-day session today. So that's just how it is. But good day to you, I know that. Click on the like button if you would, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. We need about 10 people subscribing actually to get us over a particular threshold. So if you're not already subscribed, then please do that. So click on like and then subsequently click on subscribe. If you want to come and join me on the screen, the hyperlink says StreamYard, join. Super chats towards the stream. Share the links as widely as you can. So do all those things. Let's just launch straight into it. It's going to be a snapshot little session, an hour and a half, no more. So let's just launch immediately and straight into it. So this was supposed to be the session yesterday. The news actually yesterday, it wrapped around somewhat the outings of the Sultan of Sokoto, where he was weighing the insecurity that is going on in the country, the rampaging of the Fulani headsmen. he was blaming it on social media and inviting then the security agencies to weigh down on it. So this is the doubling down then of the empire wrapping its cloak around its own. Social media is a terrorist organization. Security agencies must deal with it. So this is the response of the Sultan of Sokoto to the savaging and ravaging of by his people that is especially going on in the Middle Belt Plateau and really the abundance of the whole of the Nigerian state. Social media is a terrorist organization. Security agencies must deal with it. This is the Sultan of Sokoto coming out with this commentary. So let's see how we back it up. If you want to come join me, the link is in the comment section. It's a snapshot little session, as I said. So if you do want to join, then join immediately because I'll do the readouts and then we may just cap it off there. But I'd like to have a conversation if anybody wants to take it on. The Sultan of Sokoto, Mohamedu Saad Abubakar III, has opined that social media is a terrorist organization. By the way, this social media is a global phenomenon, no? But according to a Fulani man, it's a terror organization because they are saying is people should stop killing, to stop the genocide on Christians in the country. Social media is a terrorist organization. Security agencies must deal with it. The Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Saad Abubakar III, has opined that social media is a terrorist organization. Correspondents report that the monarch made this known while speaking during the 7th Executive Committee meeting of Northern Traditional Ruler Council in Maiduguri, Borno State. So he's gone to the epicenter of terrorism, of excesses of the Fulani bandits, to blame it all on social media. So that there it is. The Sultan cited social media's role in spreading false information and inciting unrest, adding that security agencies should treat social media platforms with the same seriousness as other threats to national security. He said, social media is one terrorist organization. Somebody can sit in the comfort of their home and formulate stories, and you will consider that it is true. So it's not speaking about somebody making up stories about some Nollywood actress sleeping around, though. It's talking about people calling out his own people for the savaging that they are investing upon the country. They've turned the Nigeria state into a killing field, and the government cannot move against them for fear of inciting that ethno-religious thing that the Fulanis are trying to trigger. And in order than to come out then and address the matters, especially calling his people to order, this guy now blaming the social media space and saying we have to give the allowance for the Fulanis to continue to slaughter. Social media is a terrorist organization. Security agencies must deal with it. Sultan of Sokoto. So this time at speed, the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Saad Abubakar III, has opined that social media is a terrorist organization. Correspondents report that the monarch made this known while speaking during the 7th Executive Committee meeting of the Northern Traditional Rulers Council in Maiduguri, Borno State. The Sultan cited social media's role in spreading false information and inciting unrest, adding that security agencies should treat social media platforms with the same seriousness as other threats to national security. He said, social media is one terrorist organization. Somebody can sit in the comfort of their home and formulate stories, and you will consider that to be true. Social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with. Security agencies must deal with this terrorist organization called social media. Meanwhile, the Sultan has stated that traditional leaders are more deeply troubled by the ongoing killings and insecurity in the northern part of Nigeria than many politicians in the country. The Sultan noted that these leaders have convened as dedicated. The Sultan noted that these leaders have convened as dedicated servants of the nation to address pressing security concerns in a private session, whilst addressing hope that the security challenges in the north can be addressed, the first-class traditional ruler emphasized that this can only happen if political, traditional, and religious leaders, along with the general populace, demonstrate sincerity and a willingness to contribute to the situation. So the thing that can because this banditry that we're seeing right across the country is not happening in isolation, and is not rogue elements just packing out on an adventure. These are coordinated attacks. So we've seen. Do you remember the Uromi incident? When those Uromi people were captured, they were captured in a truck that was ferrying them all the way to the north to install them in the interiors of the bushes of the south, in order then that they will vest terror upon the people of the south. So there's a coordination there, and there's an orchestration there. There's not the randomized Fulani headsman that has had a rush of blood to the head. No, we're seeing a coordinated attack against the Nigerian structures, especially the middle belt and the south, and with pockets of incidents in the north as well. So there's an orchestration to these, and that is where the problem is. So it is not so much the randomized Fulani headsmen, the foot soldiers that have been sent out. It is it's the kingpins in the north. That is where we need to concentrate our efforts on. So I'm sure that the authorities know who they are, but I suspect that they might be too big an entity for the authorities to take on. Because what this there's a plan to all this, by the way. What this Fulani headsmen the killings, the genocidal incidents that we're seeing from the Fulani headsmen being vested upon others, what that is actually inviting is for the authorities to move against the Fulanis as an entity. And as soon as the authorities move against the Fulanis as an entity, then they will then wrap that narrative around Islam and culture, and then they will invite the Muslim ulamis, or whatever they call themselves, to then come and fight against the Nigerian state, who they would then claim have declared a war against Islam. So that is the overarch of that plan. So that's the overarch of that plan. Uh, the Sultan noted that these leaders convened. Pardon me, give me 1 second. Let me just play you a bit of music. Let me give me a microsecond. Let me play you. Let me play you a little bit of music. Just give me 1 second.
Now mama be so we no get another one. Now mama be so we no get another one. Only me to know. Now mama be so we no get another one. Now mama be so we no get another one.
All right, now your mama no be my mama, according to the song. So that's what's going on. Then the Fulani. Let me just bring it to an end. The Sultan noted that these leaders have convened as dedicated servants of the nation to address pressing security concerns in private sessions, whilst addressing hope that the security challenges in the north can be addressed. The first-class traditional ruler emphasized that this can only happen if political, traditional, and religious leaders, along with the general populace, demonstrate sincerity and willingness to contribute to the solution. Sultan of Sokoto clarified that traditional rulers are not in competition with state governors, but instead are there to support them. So is that it? So that's it. So that is the Sultan of Sokoto then just telling us then squarely that the goings on then, the excesses that we're seeing, the ravaging and savaging that we're seeing from our Fulani headsmen, is all to be blamed on social media. So that is how he is positioned on that. So that's how he's positioned on that. Let me bring you this Social media is a terrorist organization. So that's the one we just had. Let me bring you just because this was meant to be yesterday's session, so we're just fasting this for to today just to be in alignment. So still back on the Natasha Akpoti narrative. Everybody now coming for her. As you know, Gosul Akpabio has reported that to the authorities, and very quickly Yahaya Bello follows suit. Alleged defamation, Yahaya Bello petitions IGP demands probe prosecution of Natasha. So there it is right there. There it is right there. Let's see. Where do we take this one? Former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, has petitioned the Inspector General of Police over an you see, it's all these adverts that pop up on these ridiculous platforms. Uh, Former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, has petitioned the Inspector General of Police over alleged defamatory statements made against him by the suspended senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, Senator Natasha Koti Idwaga. In the petition, written and signed by his solicitors, Mr. N.A. Abubakar Esquire, to the IGP on Wednesday, Bello called on the Nigerian police force to invite Senator Natasha Akpoti Idwaga to substantiate her allegation against him with credible evidence. So you recall, of course, that in now that infamous appearance in her constituency, when she came out of that helicopter, she told us then of this grand conspiracy that involved Usman Ododo, the sitting governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, the erstwhile immediate past governor of that, not erstwhile, but the immediate past governor of that state, and Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president. She told us then of an orchestration, a plot by those three elements to have her killed in Kogi State. She said that, so now they're now inviting her to back that up. So this time from the top again, all the way at speed. Former governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, has petitioned the Inspector General of Police over alleged defamatory statements made against him by the suspended senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, Senator Natasha Akpoti Idwaga. In the petition, written and signed by his solicitor, Mr. N.A. Abubakar Esquire, the IGP to the IGP on Wednesday, Bello called on the Nigerian police force to invite Senator Natasha Akpoti Idwaga to substantiate her allegation against him with credible evidence. Where she fails to do so, cause her to be arrested and prosecuted in accordance with the provisions of the law for criminal defamation, inciting public disturbance, and spreading false information injurious to public peace, the lawyer wrote. He said the utterances made against the former governor were not only false, reckless, and inciting, but they constitute serious criminal defamation, false accusation, and incitement to public disorder, all of which are offenses under the Nigerian law. The former governor has also written to Senator Natasha Akpoti Idwaga through his counsel, Chief R.O. Balogun, SAN and Co., demanded retraction and public apology over defamatory statements made against him in two national dailies or face legal consequences. Our client's attention has been drawn to a most disturbing, damaging, and criminally defamatory statements made by Senator Natasha Idwaga Akpoti, representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, during her public address at a political event tagged Homecoming Rally held on Tuesday, April the 1st, 2025, in whatever local government in Kogi State, that while addressing attendees at the rally, Senator Akpoti falsely and maliciously uttered the following words in reference to our client. Senate President Godswill Akpabio sent for Yahaya Bello, and it was actually Senator a Sukuo from Cross Rivers that drove Yahaya Bello to the Hilton Hotel. I was informed of everything, and what I got to know of the meeting was in twofolds. He told him to commence my recall and that he was going to fund it. And of course, monies changed hands that night. The second thing he told him was that he should try and kill me. I did not make this public, but I wrote to the IGP of police, the IG of police. Akpabio told Yahaya Bello, he told him that he should make sure that killing me does not happen in Abuja, that it should be done here. So it will seem as if it's the people that killed me here. So these are the words that Natasha Akpoti uttered, and those words were captured on camera and in video or on video. So the audio visual evidence available. These utterances are not only false, reckless, and inciting, but they constitute serious criminal defamation, false accusation, and incitement to public disorder, all of which are offenses under Nigerian law. Bello's lawyer wrote in the petition to the IJP. He cited the relevant sections that penalizes a person who knowingly or intentionally sends false information, false messages or information through a computer or network likely to cause harm to the reputation of another person. He added that Mrs. Akpoti Uduaga's case, that in Mrs. Akpoti Uduaga's case, she caused videos of her above statements to be widely circulated online, where it has continued to trend till today, with the clear intention of causing harm to the reputation of the former governor against Section 114 and 140 of the Penal Code, which criminalizes using false information with the intent to mislead public officers or the public. By accusing our client of plotting an assassination and naming him as a co-conspirator in a purported murder plot, which with an attempt to disguise the killings as a mob or ethnic violence, Senator Akpoti Uduaghan has, and then it goes on to list what she has done, uh, gravely damaged our client's reputation by portraying him as a violent and vengeful political actor, and misled the public and tried to incite ethnic and political distrust, especially amongst clans in Ibira land in particular, and the people of Kogi State in general. So that is how Natasha. That's how that is how Yahaya Bello is positioned regarding Natasha Akpoti. So let me send the link again. Actually, if anybody wants to call me, come in. I'm keen to have a micro conversation if anybody wants to have a conversation. So I'll send the link again. Uh, uh, um, just as soon as I can get this thing to give me the window to send it. Yes. There it is. Oh, hold on one second. I'll send the link again. Yeah, let me send the. Oh, which one is the Satan of Sokoto now? Is that why are you complaining about what said the Satan of Sokoto? Is that a new thing amongst the? Oh, all right. So where were we? Let's just this thing has not developed a mind of its own. All right. The link is there anyway. Anybody that wants to come in can come in, and if you don't, then don't. You know, it's just let me just see if I can grab it from here. Let me send the link again. So is that link that says StreamYard? So if you want to come in, then just click on that. So that's that one. Let's go on from that. And there it is. I knew that was going to happen. So that's that one. That's Yahaya Bello then take. And by the way, Yahaya Bello is the second lawsuit now that has been leveled against Natasha Akpoti with regards to that outing she had in Ibira land, calling people out for trying to take her life. So there's that. So let's go on from that to what will be the next one. Let me bring it up. Let's go on from So we've done social media. Is oh, let's go to this narrative. Let's go to this one. Let me bring you this one. Yeah, let me bring you this one. As soon as I can get it on the screen. You know, I like to put it on the screen just so that anybody that wants to read along can read along. Can you see it? Let me just let me remove that. Eh, all right. So there it is. So there it is. That's the one that I especially. Oh no. So that's the one I especially wanted to bring to the fore. Yes. So this one the story of a businessman that was jailed for refusing to accept the naira as legal tender. Uh Businessman. Bear with me 1 second. Just bear with me 1 microsecond. Let me play you just a little bit of music. Just 1 second. Let me play you this.
Mọ́rí àbábíkà yá Ramadan gbogbo ẹnu ló máa gbẹ bí àsìkò Harmattan. Olúwa dákun jọ gbẹ́bẹ̀ mi. Benefit mo fẹ́ jẹ mi ò fẹ́ jẹ̀bi. Ẹni tó wà nǹkan àwẹ̀ kó má rí mi ní kọ́nà. Bíbẹ̀ kọ́ àgbà lámbà bí Olúwa bọ́nà. Báríkà yá Rasulullah. Máàkì mi pàdé lọ kí Jumat. Bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tákùlà. Láìlà ìlàlà. Báríkà yá Rasulullah. Máàkì mi lọ kí Jumat. Bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tákùlà. Láìlà ìlàlà.
All right. So there's this one then. This is the narrative then of a businessman that was jailed for refusing to accept the naira. So I'm not quite sure how I am positioned on this actually, because I'm not sure that should constitute what should be a jailable offense. You know, I suppose it's against the law, but it may be a fine, but certainly not jail. A businessman sentenced to 4 years in prison for refusing to accept naira as legal tender. So this one caught me off guard somewhat. Justice Alexander Oweye of the Federal High Court sitting in Ikoyi, Lagos. Let me remove that. That's let's just see that goes off. Yes, Justice Alexander Oweye of the Federal High Court sitting in Ikoyi, Lagos, has convicted and sentenced the businessman Uzondu Precious Chimaobi Uzondu Precious Chimaobi to 4 years imprisonment for refusing to accept the naira as legal tender. So I'm not quite sure that should be a jailable offense. A statement by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) stated that Chimaobi was arraigned on a 2-count charge bordering on refusal to accept the naira as legal tender by the agency's Lagos Zonal Directorate 1 in Lagos. So one of the count reads that you, Precious Chimaobi Uzondu, on December the 10th, 2024 in Lagos, within the jurisdiction of the Honorable Court, refused to accept Naira, the Nigerian legal tender, by accepting the sum of $5,700 as a means of payment for a purchase of a Cartier diamond bracelet with serial number XYZ, and you thereby committed an offense contrary to Section 20 of the Central Bank of Nigeria Act 2007. According to the AFCC, the defendant initially pleaded not guilty to the charges, leading to his full trial. Subsequently, the prosecution presented its first witness, Mr. Owolabi Jude, an EFCC operative who told the court that the commission received intelligence. What's bouncing back? All right, that the commission received intelligence on the activities of a jewelry company called Unlimited Jewelries Limited, whose owner is one Uzondu Precious Chimaobi. He added that the company, which deals in jewelries at Atlantic Mall, Chevron Drive, Lekki, Lagos, intentionally tags and sells its products in dollars as against the CBN Act 2007, which stipulates that Naira is the only legal tender in Nigeria. Continuing, he added that subsequently a covert operation was carried out where an undercover operative of the commission disguised as a customer to purchase a diamond nail bracelet that was tagged $6,000 and bought it for $5,700. The company refused to receive naira and demanded dollars as a means of payment. The payment was made and receipt was issued in dollars. The owner of the company was arrested and taken to the commission's office. So I'm not quite sure that a jail term should be the punishment for this. I think this is a bit excessive, but then I don't think that you should be denominating in dollars in a Nigerian naira environment. I don't agree with that, but a fine of some sort would have sufficed. However, at the resumed sitting on April the 14th, 2025, the defendant opted to change his not guilty plea to plea guilty. So it's an open and short case now. I mean, you can argue mitigation, but you cannot say you're not guilty when they bought it and they have the receipt. Upon his guilty plea, the prosecution counsel, HU something or the other, bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Just bear with me 1 second. All right. Yeah, I think that should be the gist. Upon this guilty plea, the prosecution counsel prayed the court to rely on the evidence earlier given by the investigating officer and admit it in convicting the defendant. Delivering the judgment on Tuesday, April the 15th, the court found the defendant guilty and gave him an option of a fine of 50,000 naira on count one. So the judge sentenced him to 4 years imprisonment with the option of a 600,000 naira or of a fine of 600,000 naira on count two. His Cartier diamond wristwatch was ordered forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria. So, but do they get the refund on the money? I think the jail sentence then is just a headline piece because, of course, he has the option of paying 650,000 in totality in order then to take the lessons from that. But there it is right there, a sting operation that caught a jeweler denominating pricing his wares in dollars. So there's that one. Yes, let me bring you this one. Interpol joins EFCC to probe $847 million CBEX fraud. So is that MMA thing that Nigerians fell for yet again? The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission's the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has opened an investigation into a suspected $847 million fraud involving crypto bank exchange CBEX, a digital investment platform that allegedly defrauded thousands of investors across Nigeria. The platform, reportedly managed by a group of foreign nationals in collaboration with Nigerian partners, abruptly collapsed on Monday, leaving users unable to access their funds. Many were asked to make their further deposits before the withdrawal could. Many were asked to make further deposits before withdrawals could be made. Speaking to correspondent, TFCC spokesperson Dele Oyewale said the commission had commenced preliminary investigations in collaboration with the International Criminal Police Organization to track down the perpetrators. We had our intelligence based we had our intelligence before the incidents, Oyewale said. We were already working on it, but now that the scheme has collapsed, The major actors and their collaborators will be brought in. We are working to ensure that Nigerians are protected from these Ponzi schemes. So if you are working that Nigerians are protected from these Ponzi schemes, then maybe you should have acted before the final nail was hammered in. He added that that arrests are underway and that efforts to trace the foreign operatives were ongoing in partnership with Interpol. So they are long gone, of course. They would have gone long before they collapsed the scheme. The EFCC could not confirm the total amount lost, but reports estimate the figure at approximately 1.3 trillion naira or $847 million. The scheme promised a 100% return in 30 days using cryptocurrency-based trading and reportedly restricted withdrawals on the 9th of April. Investors reported that account balances had been wiped clean. Users were then prompted to deposit an additional $100 to $200 depending on their account size to verify their account and regain access. Between January 2024 and February 2025, the platform is said to have changed its domain name multiple times, raising concerns about its legitimacy. Despite this, it was widely promoted via social media and word of mouth. The collapse of CBEX came shortly after the Security and Exchange Commission warned Nigerians against using unregistered digital trading platforms. Under the newly signed Investment and Security Act 2025, such operations are now deemed criminal. This act gives the SEC the legal backing to ensure investor protection and market confidence. The SEC director, the Director General, Emomotim Agama. So the Director General of the Security and Exchange Commission it sounds like it's certainly not a Yoruba person, by the way. So this goes in response then to the story being sold by what's his name, Ali Ndume, that all of the financial sector spaces are occupied by the Yoruba. So that's certainly not a Agama is not a Yoruba name. No entity is allowed to operate online foreign exchange or digital asset platforms without registration. The collapse has led to an outrage across Nigeria. So yes, well, in Ibadan, Oyo State, furious investors broke into the CBAC's office in Okeado, seizing furniture and equipment. Security forces, including the police and Amotekun, were deployed to restore order. A correspondent at the scene, I've got a clip of that scene, by the way, I'll play it to you in a moment. A correspondent at the scene reported that patrol vehicles were stationed around the premises. Some security agents have been stationed at the office to prevent a breakdown of law and order. In Abuja, the CBEX office in Jahi district was shut and guarded. A security guard said no staff reported for duty due to fear of possible attack. Victims have shared harrowing accounts of their losses. One woman said she lost $10,000, whilst another wrote online that she had lost $1,000 saved for her wedding. I don't even know how to tell my fiancé, she said. Another victim said her brother had invested his school fees and was now too ashamed to face their parents. Meanwhile, a businessman said he introduced friends who lost $8,000 between them. The EFCC said the EFCC said CBACS was amongst dozens of entities operating illegally in Nigeria's investment space. In March, the commission released a list of 58 companies implicated in similar schemes, including Wales Kingdom Capital, something Titan Multi-Business Investment, etc., etc. These firms lured investors with promises of unrealistic returns in agriculture, real estate, and forex trading. The EFCC said many operated without licenses and vanished after collecting funds. Oyewale urged Nigerians to exercise caution and verify any investment opportunity with the Central Bank of Nigeria or the Security and Exchange Commission. We are committed to, so there it is right there. So let me actually play you that clip. This is medicine after death, long after the CBAX people have run away. Oh, have I just deleted it? I think I may well just deleted it. But I did have it a moment ago. Yeah, let me see if this is it. No, I've deleted it actually. Yes, I have deleted it, but it doesn't really matter. But so that's the goings on there. So that is the goings on there. So, like I said, this was meant to be yesterday's session, but we're fast forwarding it today. So to today. So let me bring you one last one. Then I'll play you some clips, and then if nobody turns up, then we'll shut it down. Let me bring you this one. CPC block not exiting APC, says Buhari's ally Aliyu. So this is the thing, because we've seen movements by Abubakar Malami, El Rufai, etc., which are the heartbeat of the CPC arm of the APC, and we've seen them that they floated then, including Abdullahi Adamu, by the way, who was the former chairman of the party, who nursed in Tinubu into government, only then for him to abandon it to pursue a Fulani jihadist, whatnot. CPC bloc not exiting APC, says Buhari's ally Aliyu. So I think we've seen snippets of him on the media space. Farouk Aliyu, a close ally of former President Muhammadu Buhari, has dismissed insinuations that the Congress for Progressive Change (CPC) bloc of the All Progressive Congress (APC) is leaving the ruling party. Aliyu, who identified himself as one of the members of Buhari's cabal, said the CPC bloc within the APC won't dump the party for any reason. It is not true. There is nothing like members of the defunct CPC wants to move out of the APC, the APC chieftain said on Channels Television's Politics Today program on Wednesday. Our certificate, the certificate of CPC, was part of what formed the APC. So how can we leave to go where? This is our party. I think this may well be him actually saying it. I wonder if I should, let me just do the readouts just to manage the time. Aliyu, a former minority leader of the House of Representatives, said Buhari did not endorse former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai's defection from the APC to the SDP. He said El-Rufai should not bring down the roof because he did not get a ministerial appointment. So El-Rufai is being cast out to drift. Is being cast out at drift. This is what seems to be the going on. Aliyu, however, urged the APC leadership to engage all blocs within the ruling party to whittle competition and strive before the next poll. Politics is about engagement. Politics is about the interest of groups, people, and so on. That is what that is what we are saying. Engage more, not only with people from the defunct CPC, but with even from the PDP, so that in 2027 there will be less competition, the Jigawa power broker said. Aliyu said the APC won't just sit by and allow the Atiku Abubakar-led coalition to take over the government. They are strange bedfellows, he said, adding that the selection of a presidential candidate would thwart Atiku's coalition. So I think this is the consensus of a lot of people. I'm not quite sure. Why is that not showing on the screen? What's going on? This thing just seems to have a mind of its own. I'm not quite sure why it's not showing on the screen. Let me add it again. It should pop up. All right. If it doesn't want to show on the screen, I'll just give you the readout. And there it is. So there it is. Yeah. So there it is. So that's what I was reading to you. I thought it was showing on the screen. Back in 2013, Buhari led the CPC and joined alliance with the Action Congress of Nigeria, led by ex-Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu and the All Nigeria People's Party (ANPP) and a faction of the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) to form the APC, which trounced then President Goodluck Jonathan of the People's Democratic PDP in 2015. So there's elements missing from that. There was the NPDP as well, which also was a faction that joined in that coalition then that saw Goodluck Jonathan out of office. So there's that. That's the CPC then abandoning then cutting El Rufai adrift and telling us then that they're staying with where the power is. Let me give you one last readout and then we may well just end it there. Let me give you one last readout. This is still speaking to the El Rufai space. It says Speaker Abbas Speaker Abbas mentions how El Rufai hurts him. It is unfortunate, he says. So this is the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who seems to be one of the enemies that El Rufai had made along the way. Tajuddin Abbas, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, has disclosed that the immediate past governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El Rufai, was strongly against his election into the office of the number 3 citizen in Nigeria. So it would have some influence somewhat El Rufai, because of course Abbas from Kaduna State, I suspect. Abbas, who was elected Speaker of the 10th National Assembly in 2023, explained that the previous administration in Kaduna, led by El Rufai, was the first to strongly oppose his emergence as a speaker. The Zaria-born politician is representing Zaria constituency in the House of the Zaria-born politician is representing Zaria constituency in the House of Representatives. He recalled that it was the current governor, Uba Sani, who strongly stood beside him in becoming the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Abbas described the action of El Rufai as unfortunate, adding that he was surprised by the move. He explained that although President Bola Tinubu had advised him to thank God for the development, he believed it was equally important to express his gratitude to Governor Uba Sani. So this is El Rufai, always looking for somebody to stab in the back. Recall that recently, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and El Rufai have been spearheading efforts to unseat President Bola Tinubu in 2027 general elections. Both politicians have confirmed discussions amongst opposition leaders, solidifying their determination to challenge Tinubu in the next poll. El Rufai's recent defection from the All Progressive Congress APC to the Social Democratic Party SDP followed his assertion that Tinubu and APC had strayed from their promises to Nigerians, or they strayed from giving you a ministerial post, you mean. Since dumping the APC, El Rufai has been a major critic of the ruling APC. President Tinubu and Governor Sani, the ruling party, on its part, has claimed that the former governor was being paid because he was denied a ministerial appointment under the Tinubu administration. I think we all know that anyway. Tinubu had earlier nominated El Rufai as minister, but his nomination was rejected by the Senate, citing a security report against him. However, the former governor claimed that the Senate did not reject him. He alleged that President Tinubu lost interest in him, and rather than withdrawing the nomination, his camp wanted to tarnish his image. So if Tinubu was not interested, he would not have forwarded. I think he was outmaneuvered by political old scores rather than anything to do with Tinubu, and Tinubu just let it fly, because Tinubu could have used his presidential fiat to make him a minister, but they would have convinced him that, look, let's just abandon this guy. On his part, Governor Sani challenged his predecessor to test his popularity in the 2027 general election rather than criticizing him and his party. He wondered how El Rufai took a sharp turn against the APC and Tinubu in just 2 years. Correspondents reported that President Bola Tinubu, his political rivals Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, might not be able to contest the 2027 elections as the House of Representatives moves to amend the Nigerian Constitution. So I think they want to set a minimum age threshold for the presidency. I think they want to set it at 60. the House of Representatives recently passed on the second reading a bill seeking to ban Nigerians above the age of 60 from contesting presidential and gubernatorial elections. So I agree with that bill, actually, that they should set 60 as a threshold age. But that 60 as a threshold age should be an entry point threshold. So if you come in at the age of 60 to become president, then because you came in at 60, you still retain the right to run re-election, because of course by re-election you'll be 64. But I agree that 60 should be set as the minimum entry age into the Nigerian presidency. The House of then you'll see people now going to declare fake ages with affidavits. The House of Representatives recently passed to the second reading a bill seeking to bar Nigerians above the age of 60 from contesting presidential gubernatorial elections. Tinubu, Atiku, and Obi, political heavyweights, are all considered potential candidates in the 2027 general election. So there it is right there. So that's that. Let me play you just about 2-3 clips, and then we'll see if somebody turns up. If nobody turns up, we'll say goodbye. Let me play you 2-3 clips, and then we'll shut it down.
I mean, is this man not was it a reverend? Is it a reverend? Is it a Catholic priest? I mean, these issues should not be politicized. We already know, Peter Obi's antecedents. It's not his first time going to IDP camps, doing these sort of donations. And at this point in our polity, Benue State is, heated. People are dying. So he has to be able to go in there to help the children and the people that are in IDP camps. This issue should not be politicized at all. Well.
All right, so that was a Bula Balu and a Bulaba from Peter Obi. I'm not quite sure what that was, but that was one of the more widely circulating clips on social media. So that's how your super chatting towards the stream right there. It's quite a thing, actually, that it's just the one person that always super chats towards the stream. It should be more than him, actually. More people should be super chatting. You gorge on the platform so fervently, but I never really think to. Why do you think your super chats as the stream? It's not that because it's flushed with money, which I'm sure he is. It's a nod in appreciation of the efforts of the stream. So I think others should be joining you in that space. Let me.
He has gone before to APC. He has gone to contest under another political party as a presidential candidate. He's leaving now will not be new to us. It is not going to be a news to anybody. So if he leaves, right, we will say, thank God, because he has been the cause of the crisis that we are in PDP now. With PDP today is over Atiku.
So you're saying, are you saying categorically, or let me put it this way, because from what you're saying now, from the body language, from the posture of the party, I think it's just a subtle, some people will say, this is just a subtle way to say, Atiku, we think it's time for you to leave.
No political party will be happy to lose any member. We believe the number counts. We believe in structure, we believe in name. It's not that Atiku is a non-entity in PDP. His exit from the party will not be a collapse for PDP. Right. If he wants to leave on his own, nobody's going to cry over it. Forget about somebody being a former vice president or whatever. If PDP presents any of the governor, any of the senator, any of the rep, anybody as the presidential candidate, and we all rally our structure around him, it will be more than what you are, the way you are rating Atiku. That's the point I'm making. We believe power belongs to the people.
So that clip right there is speaking to the PDP now showing resistance somewhat towards Atiku Abubakar and its excesses. So Atiku now, they're showing the resistance that they're not going to give him the ticket for that party, because I think he has run his natural course in terms of the ticket for that party. So that's what that is saying to us. And then they're also saying that Atiku does not speak and cannot deign to speak on behalf of the party in terms of forming a coalition with anybody. Atiku doesn't have the authority And the party, even the political party, doesn't have a structure. The PDP does not have a structure as we speak now, because there is nobody overarching that party. We don't know the chairman of the party. He doesn't have a chairman. He doesn't have an administration, and everybody's just acting in a wild manner. So that's the PDP then, as trying to use the opportunity of Atiku trying to form this coalition then to ease him out of the party. Because what Atiku now constitutes within the PDP now is nothing other than a nuisance value. So that's the PDP then trying to ease Atiku out of the party. And talking about the party being fed up with one of the principal actors, let's go to the Labour Party now and to see them what they are making of their number one principal actor.
The Labour Party will get stronger without a virus. In fact, it's like you have a tumor that is a malignant tumor and you cut it off. What happens? The patient is going to survive. The Labour Party is not a new party, it has survived. And for those who keep saying that Peter Obi is synonymous with the Labour Party, I just gave you the background of Peter Obi. He was a member of ABGA. He was a member of PDP. 2023, Peter Obi was a PDP man. So if he came in, it was because we, the civil society groups, we marketed him. Peter Obi is the beneficiary of a well-orchestrated, well-calculated marketing plan. The campaign for Peter Obi was not Peter Obi himself. There were lots of groups. I was one of those working, directing the logistics for Peter Obi. So if we could do that for Peter Obi, we can do it for anyone. So anyone trying to sell that idea that when Peter Obi leaves the Labour Party, it's over with the Labour Party, it is a lie. Peter Obi campaigned based on the manifesto of the Labour Party, not the manifesto of his own self as Peter Obi. So if Peter Obi had been made the president of Nigeria, it will be the Labour Party manifesto that he will be carrying out. So that belief that, all hell is going to let loose when Peter Obi leaves, that is not going to happen. Nigeria is a great nation. We have people who are qualified. Let me make it point blank that Peter Obi is not the most qualified man to rule Nigeria. Let us look at his credentials. What is his qualification? What makes Peter Obi the only qualified person to rule Nigeria? Every Nigerian citizen has the right to aspire to the highest position or to the position of being the president. So Peter Obi, we agree, he has his personal ambition to become the president of Nigeria. And it is my personal opinion that Peter Obi has been blinded by his selfish ambition to be Nigeria's president, and he is not allowing that ambition, is allowing that ambition, that selfish ambition, to destroy the Labour Party. And if we let him destroy the Labour Party, it will be the third political party this man will be destroying. And that's why Abure is standing his ground. Sorry, you got away with it in ABGA, you got away with it in PDP, you are not getting away with it in the Labour Party. Our papa, our mama, our pikin must be protected. We are a party that is fighting for our father, fighting for our mothers, and fighting for our children. We've been fighting this battle. We invited him to come and be a part of us, and now that he wants to destroy us, we are giving Peter Obi and his team 48 hours to go and realign with the Abure, the chairman of the party, or he will be expelled. We, the coalition of civil society groups, are asking Julius Abure to expel Peter Obi if he doesn't fall in line with the party. Thank you very much.
Oh, all right. So there it is. As much as I don't think it comes as a surprise to anybody that I'm not especially in favor of Peter Obi. In fact, I'm the antithesis, the direct opposite of anything that supports Peter Obi. So I certainly not speaking anything in his favor. But I can say then, so that's a prejudiced voice right there, and that is the because that guy has somewhat of a British accentuation, that is the voice then that Abure is using to fight for his continued presidency, his continued chairmanship of the Labour Party. So that's Abure's voice right there. And the totality of everything that guy said, I disagree with. Peter Obi is the most important thing in the Labour Party. Peter Obi brought that party to prominence. As soon as Peter Obi leaves that party, that party goes back to obscurity. Nobody cares for the Labour Party. If they were able to do all of these things that he claimed that they have done, why did they not do it before Peter Obi joined that party? So the only thing that matters in the Labour Party is Peter Obi. And as soon as Peter Obi leaves that party fades away totally into obscurity. They can go back to Patu Tomi. Patu Tomi was actually going to be their presidential candidate in 2023 until he gave up that seat for Peter Obi. So they can go back to Patu Tomi and come and present him to come and defeat Tinubu. So the totality of everything, that's a forked-tongued narrative right there that you heard from that guy. Forked tongue. Forked, tongued. So it's a forked tongue narrative that you're hearing from that guy right there. So that is what we call an HMV. Do you remember HMV, the music outlet that had a megaphone with a dog? That is his master's voice right there that you're hearing from that guy. We play the Kegite music, see if anybody turns up, and then we may just wrap up. We'll be back and tag it if nobody does. Let's play the Kegite music, see what happens there. See if anybody comes in the studio.
Only water, only water, where they see ma. Water, Hapa o naido. Hapa you don't come o. Hapa o naido. Oro kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù yé o. Ilé sọ́dí kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Bobby master kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Chifu Faila ti kẹ̀kẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù rè o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹlẹ́mù dé. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ẹlẹ́mù dòde ojàre o. Eruku lẹ̀lẹ̀ Ghana ti dé ẹgbẹ́ bọ́dì o. Ọmọ ẹlẹ́yẹ ẹ̀yẹ o ó dìlé o. Odúyẹ̀lá ẹ̀yẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosonana ẹ̀yẹ o ó dìlé o. Petrosodúnkẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ rẹ̀ ó dìlé o. Ẹlẹ́kọ̀ ọ̀run mú ìní o. Àkùkọ ọ̀run méjìkọ. Ikú kò ní ríwà gbéṣe o.
And it is right there. That have nothing to do with us. Joining us, Midwest people, good to see you, Midwest. And the mighty AY is in the house. Good to see you, AY. So we kick it off with you, AY. Sonny Dezua Alaji Wagwan.
Hey, hi, good morning from here, one man.
Good morning. You sound like you're still in bed. Actually, you have like a bed voice. Are you still?
I'm working already.
Yeah, well,
I'm working. Yes, I'm here now. Yeah. So, the issues we were discussing, right? I get it. So the one of the issue of Atiku, right? First of all, Atiku needs to know that people don't want him. So even member of the PDP right now, they don't want him. He doesn't want to understand that, right? Apart from that, even when you give Atiku the ticket, Nigerians are actually tired of Atiku. However, so I will still hold my position that for any party to challenge Tinubu in 2027, they have to be genuine. But right now, these party members are not genuine. I think APC and Tinubu, they've infiltrated a lot of the political parties, especially the Labour Party, the PDP. Obviously, nobody will tell you that. So Wike is a big factor when it comes to PDP, because what happened with PDP, when Wike was the governor, Wike was literally the only sponsor of that political party. So they gave him too much power. That is the power Wike still uses today. So he built a very formidable structure across the country. Right now, trust me, Wike can still take half of PDP and move with it. Of course, that is what you see even with the governor. Just imagine a PD governor coming out openly, telling you he's going to support Tinubu in 2027. That speaks volume. So there are a lot of them like that. Some of them, they are not going to speak. Most of the PDP,
but that's ground for expulsion, though. That we keep telling us that he's coming out, that he's going to be supporting the opposition party as opposed to his own party's candidate. So, that's enough reasons for them to kick him out of that.
The first question you ask me is: have they suspended Wike? Have they expelled Wike? So when you see these guys,
but they should now. We're just casually letting him get away with that. He can't do that now.
Pass man now.
Can you imagine somebody, a Republican in America, telling us that in the next coming election is going to be campaigning for a Democrat, but he still remain a Republican? He won't last 2 seconds now.
So that speaks volume. When PDP was PDP, you can't do that. Now, the politics that is playing out, if you support Wike, you are a Wike ally in PDP, you can do anything and get away with it. Wike, at a point, openly threatened the governors. I've never seen anything like that since 1989. He was telling the governor, if you mess around, if you try me, I'm going to put fire in your state. That was the correct statement. So that tells you the kind of power he controls within PDP. Even the president, if Wike, even president of a country, will not even do that the way he behaves, right? But, however, for Atiku, if he really wants anything good for Nigeria, Atiku needs, first of all, he needs to drop his own personal ambition. That is one. Then Atiku is still important in the politics of Nigeria. So, but the role he's gonna play is gonna play the role of more like a patron of the party. He needs to work with the PDP leaders across the country, Obasanjo, the former leaders. I mean, all the big guys all across the country, to tell Nigeria, listen, we want this country to go to the best direction. He needs to bring in somebody that will be accepted by the people. Mostly, my support is in the South. Let the person do 4 years. Let's see what he has to offer. Look for a very strong candidate in the North to support that. But you are not seeing that. You see what Atiku is trying to achieve is just try to be the man. And the young one, don't forget, most of these PDP guys, the governors, they are young guys, man. They are not Atiku's age, so they don't really want it. They feel like, bro, you are by 2027, Atiku will be 80, 81. Why do you want to contest for as president of Nigeria? Look at even Tinubu that said he's younger. He can't even stay on ground. He has been in France for even when they try to deny it's not medical, it is medical. Buhari, the same thing. If you are not, it's not easy. 80 years is not easy. Go and play with your grandkids, bro. Go and play with your grandkids. But you are not having that, right? The man that was also
Do
speaking
do
now.
you see Atiku on the ballot in 2027? Because over all of the permutations that I am looking at, I don't see him on the ballot I don't see him as the PDP candidate, certainly not. I don't even see him in the PDP by 2027. But even if he crosses over to the SDP, I still don't see him as the candidate there. You know, I don't see any permutation that puts Atiku on any ballot in 2027.
Yes. So, well, I will not rule out Atiku on the ballot at all. If I know Atiku, if he want to be desperate, he can move from PDP is definitely going to be hard for him because he's not getting that support right now. So he might move to SDP. If he moves to SDP, trust me, he's not going anywhere. Even with all the, I think Atiku, the best thing for him is to resign. Resign, give support to other younger candidates, let them push Tinubu to the wall. You know, I mean, they would have a good case against Tinubu. But right now, it's sad because I'll be hearing. Yesterday, I was listening to one of the Senator Aku from Kano, is it Akuyi? He was saying that yeah, anywhere Konkoso go, he will go. But he shut down PDP, which is what I said on this platform last week. That
Sorry, why did you see the image of Kwakwanso wearing Tinubu's hat circulating? Yeah, you've seen it. Okay.
Yeah, it could be AI though, but I think Konkoso, in my own estimation, I think he want to join APC. I think the obstacle to Kokoso joining APC is Gaduje. So Gaduje don't really want Kokoso in APC. So Gaduje and Kokoso, they have a big fight. You know. I remember at some point, which the man reiterated yesterday. Tinubu actually instructed Gaduje to go to Kano and make peace with Konkoso. Gaduje went there was causing more trouble. So Gaduje, they are really, I don't think they will ever be able to settle, except they want to settle just like for politics' sake, and it's going to be hard for them to work together. Yeah, this is the picture. But I think in the end, Konkoso might come to APC because now he's just like scared what is going on. A lot of his ally, even in NFPP in Kano, they are the capital APC. You know, about 3 of them, I think they will try to decap last week. I don't know if they decap fully now.
Do you not think it's sending them ahead as a forerunner? Because if Kwakwanso has any ambitions to be president, which he does, then that cannot work out on NNPP. That one has run. It's already established that NNPP is a one state party. You know, it's a Kano party, nothing else. So if he has that ambition, which he does have, then he has to come very quickly into the PDP so that as we move towards 2031, is an established figure then that can battle for that ticket going forward.
Yes, but the other thing, like I said, he has Gaduje to fight with. Gaduje, except so Gaduje is also scared, right? He's watching his back because.
Sorry, AY, did you see the rumor that they want to step down Ganduje as the APC chairman and then make him the next INEC chairperson? Did you see that?
No. Ganduje, INEC, Nigeria go slaughter somebody. I beg, you should not try that. But here is it, right? Ganduje needs to be careful because Tinubu might sacrifice him if he's not careful, so that to allow people come into the party. Tinubu might look for more neutral person to give room for people like Konkoso. But here is Ganduje fear. If you remove Ganduje and bring in Konkoso into APC, Ganduje might be useless politically because Konkoso is going to take over the structure of APC in Kano. So that's what Ganduje is still scared, what he's scared of, right? Because don't forget, Konkoso's son is the governor of Kano, right? So it's going to be a lot of dirty politics in 2027. You know, last time we were discussing, I told you Konkoso was Tinubu ally. Konkoso will not join Atiku. I said that to you. That is what people don't know. Konkoso and Tinubu are very close. I even said to you, I said, I feel in 2023, Konkoso deliberately held down Kano just for Article not to get hold of Kano. It was more like having a discussion with somebody. You know what? If you don't want to join APC, don't give Kano up to PDP. So I think that was the politics for 2023. But Konkoso joining APC because if Konkoso is give Tinubu conditions, listen, I'm coming to APC with my fans, but you have to let Gaduje leave as party chairman. Tinubu might trade because the reason is that Konkoso is coming with at least 1 million votes from Kano. Tinubu need the vote in 2027. So you're going to see more of dirty politics before 2027. So it's either Gaduje will look for a way to work with Konkoso move, or Gaduje will be out. This is what I'm just suspecting. But we got to see. The issue of Labour Party, to be honest, I think here it has been infiltrated by APC and Tinubu boys. Those guys you see, even all those who you see speaking, oh, it's not because of how will you say is Peter Obi is not the face of Labour Party? Peter Obi is clearly the face of Labour Party. That's undisputed, right? Without Peter Obi, nobody will hear Labour Party. So, but however, if I were Peter Obi, if I can't get Nana de Usman to be chairman of Labour Party and Abure still get hold of Labour Party, or the Arabambe and the Papa, what's his name? The other Papa, if they get hold of Labour Party, I will just move out of Labour Party because
I think they will force him out. I think they will force him out anyway. If when the dust settles, if Abure is still the chairman of the Labour Party, I think Peter Obi he has to either make a dignified exit or they put him out. I think the line between the two of them is too wide now. You know, everybody have entrenched in positions now. So and I don't see Peter Obi winning out, by the way, in that Labour Party, because the people that control the party are Abure, Arabambi, Lamidia Papa, and all those.
Lamidia Papa.
Yes.
But here is it, right? So with the Supreme Court judgment, I'm confused. The lawyer are confusing me the more. They will tell you, oh, the judgment favor Peter Obi. Some will come and say, no, Abure is the city chairman. I don't know what's going on with that. If they can establish Nana de Usman is the party chairman, Peter Obi needs to move out of Labour Party. That one is undisputed. But if he can get hold of Labour Party, then he can contest on the platform. Even if you want to form alliance, I will not move out of Labour Party. I will form alliance within Labour Party. Like, okay, you want to work with me, work with me. Because 2027, it might not really be a bad party. Here is what you are going to see. I think APC is the only stable party. This APC is not stable because the CPC are having their grievances. But the APC might end up being the only stable party. So you will have some PDP governors supporting APC. You have Labour Party, some Labour Party supporting APC. It's just gonna be funny. But this is the work of Tinubu and his guys. So they will make sure you are going to solve this problem till 2037 election. So trust me, they will do that because right now PDP is gone. PDP is gone. It's gone because you can never get Wike to support any candidate in 2027. He will support Tinubu with his squad. So.
All right, anyway, just to manage the time, let me take you to the headline piece. The Sultan of Sokoto came out over the last 48 hours or so, describing as big a language that social media is a terrorist organization. The security agency should look to deal with it. So it's predicating that upon people complaining about his own people just slaughtering people right across the country. So what are you making of how the Sultan of Sokoto is positioning himself within the insecurity in the country?
What does it mean? But I saw that headline that social media is a terrorist waiting. Like, I mean, this Sultan needs to understand that he's not young. So social media is not even in his era. So he's gonna let the young one use social media. You can't deprive the young one from social media. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Yeah. That is one. Yes, issue of fake news. Yeah, I'm also against it. But however, the things going on in the north, the crisis, especially in Plateau State. I was listening to one of the rep yesterday, Gaji. He was saying a lot of stuff. So to be honest, it's not getting too much. This senseless killing going on in Benue, in all over the country, basically. I think there are established issues. In you remember in Plateau, in the case of Plateau, this has been going on like forever. Like I think since 1999, even before that. I think it's time for the governor to do more. I hear him talking. I think at this point, people don't have option. You gotta allow this villager, even if you can provide 50 AK-47 for each village that they are disturbing, let people be accountable for those guns. Like you should form a very strong vigilante. At night, let the men, go out, work with the security agencies, give their gun because the thing is getting too much. How do you really go into a village and slaughter everybody? Like this is just madness. And of course, one of the speaker from the village was saying that they were speaking Fufude. Fufude is Fulani, right? Honestly, the issue of Fulani herdsmen is very confusing. I know in Plateau, part of the discussion was there were incidents where people are gonna steal their cows, cattle rustling and all that. Yeah, I get it. But because of cow, you're gonna go slaughter people. I think the federal and the state government need to do more. Like one thing the honorable was saying yesterday, these issues will happen. Nobody is fired. Nobody is fired. Nobody is gonna be is accountable for all this mess. You gotta because even the security at some point, I don't even trust them.
You know
Is it
what
that they
puzzles
are
me about
involved?
this thing, AY? For as long as it has been happening, there's not been one instance that arrests have been made, these people
Yeah,
have been intercepted, nobody has fought
yeah,
back against them. They've been doing it
yeah,
for decades now, and there doesn't seem to be any real orchestrated attempt to tackle it or stop it.
yeah. Apart from that, it makes me not believe that even the security, it appears to me some of them are guilty. They are involved in all this mess. Because I feel like because the honorable was describing situation where they will go into a community, like they know their target. They can they can burn houses in this area. They will leave one or two houses. They will move to the other one. So they know their target. So I think the government are not doing enough. The security are not doing enough because you need to change the security forces in that area and give them a marching order. If anything happen without proper report, like you are gonna be fired because nobody pay for all this mess. Because these are human beings. People are getting tired. The issue of I heard the governor say he banned open grazing at night. Open grazing should be banned completely. I mean, at this point, we don't have option. That should be the static solution. I know it's hard. They're using it to do politics. Even now, Tinubu will be scared because of his belief, like, oh, that is going to cost my election. You got
You,
to have
you,
this.
you know, rather than open grazing being banned, they seem to be doing it a bit more aggressively now. I saw a clips. Maybe you saw it as well, circulating over the last 2 3 days, close to 150, maybe even 200 plus cattle being rolled across Sapele Road in Benin, which I think is the major high street there. The people were just alarmed. They that look, oh. I think it was around about 7, 8 p.m. in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Those trips, I've seen it in Ondo, or I've seen it in the east, and they're doing it more and more and more and more and more. What's the where is the vegetation that they're going to eat on Broad Street in
I
Lagos?
saw that. I saw that video. Even there are some video where the Fulani will supervise their cow to be destroying people's farm, to be eating people's crops. Here is my thing. I think this issue, they should allow the state governors deal with it. So the way I'm looking at it, the state governor, if he decide, you can say, okay, you know what?
Yeah, but the state governors
Your
are not
cattle,
equipped, though. They are not equipped.
they are not equipped, but they need
Yeah.
to work because they have control of
The only
their
thing that
land.
equips them is state policing, which is still not firm in law.
Yeah, I get it, right? So here's the way I'm looking at it. You can say, right, okay, you guys have cattle, right? This is your stay in this area and take care of your cattle. No movement. Stay in this forest. You are here. You are here. This is where you are. If you see cattle in the town, in an area that is not designated to them, slaughter the cow and give it to prisoners to chop. Like, to be honest, we need to look for a final solution, because I fear that if this keep going, so it will not lead to any civil war, because it's when you hear this killing, just like what happened in Edo State, right? I'm not supporting those people that did that, right? But however, that can easily lead to one big civil war in the country, because what you see is the governor acts swiftly, right? Like, you kill 60 people from this state, they will reiterate, okay, kill your 20 people. Before you know, another state, before you know, one tribal war will just start. So we need to prevent the Senate and the rep, the presidency. They are not doing enough. They are not speaking on this issue. People are outraged right now. The Senate and the rep. It's not issue of you hate Fulani. I don't have issue with Fulani, but this will be the solution right now for you to stop this crisis. Open grazing is the biggest solution I see. Like, it's gonna reduce it by, say, 70% of. Then we know now we strictly dealing with the armed robbers. Yeah.
Let me ask you this question.
Sorry. Yeah, Simba joins us, and so does Tony as well. I'll step to the background. You carry on the conversation amongst yourself. I'll come back at some point to shut it down.
Okay.
So, you're the super chatter. So thank you for the super chat. Others can join them as well. I'll step to the background. You can.
Okay. The Benue, the crisis in Benue and Plateau axis, that one has been there for decades.
True.
And at what point do we now turn it to? I'm not saying that this Fulani, this thing is not happening, but we know that axis is actually not due to Fulani headsmen. They usually have communal clashes, tribal clashes in those areas. But it's like now, every kind of crisis that we have in Nigeria now, we tend to now label it as Fulani. So the question I'm asking, that at what point does it not turn to Fulani? Is it during Buhari regime or before, or why do we term those ones? Because we know that one has been there for decades. It's not something that just started even during this dispensation. I mean, I'm talking about this Fourth Republic.
Yes, I get your point. So here is my observation, right? Like the one going on in Zamfara, all this crisis, the
banditry.
The banditry is over 20 years ago. Trust me, right? If you know anybody that knows Goso Zamfara, will tell you that that has been going on like forever. But Nigerians were not aware of that. That is what you still see. I think the advent of social media and it really opened all this stuff up. So I'm the one that used to, like, which I still stand, don't tag Fulani as terrorists. Yes, you tag the criminals. There are a lot of good Fulani, educated Fulani, hardworking Fulani. The Fulani I know growing up, when we go to the farm, when you see them in the bush, you are very happy because you feel safe, right? You guys will gist, you will go home. This crisis, right? So this Fulani, this bandit you see, I also believe most of them are not Nigeria. They move in from Africa countries. So, like, one of them was explaining to us the other time on Dr. Damage is that even some of them, they don't know them. They can't identify them. You know, Fulani look very much alike in terms of their body size, right? So, what I witnessed, right, during Buhari, these people were kind of like empowered. That's when they really like.
Do you remember what Bala said?
Oh, Bala. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. So during President Buhari,
they deliberately invited them.
Okay.
That, you know, because if you look at the history of the Fulanis, they are not actually. Everybody knows that they are nomads and they are not located in one country.
No.
They are spread all over West Africa, including Northern Africa. Now, they said that they invited them to Nigeria. Can you imagine such a rubbish that the guy was talking? And they want to even give them giving them citizenship of Nigeria. So
Yeah.
if they are the one that invited them, that means we use our hand to bargain for what we are getting.
Yeah, I will not rule that out because, you know, if you know the North very well, right? The borders are very porous. They have free movement. When I mean free movement, like, you know, the North, they are very friendly people naturally. But if you speak Hausa, it's more like a plus for you. They're not going to ask so many questions. The borders are porous. These people have free entry and free exit. So now,
if you have lived in the North, you will discover that the law in the South is different from the law in the North.
I know now. I know.
Most of the things that you see that, okay, if your car doesn't have a license, police will arrest you and all those things. In the North, you can even buy a car, you might not register it.
Yes, now.
Use it for years, that nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen. I know. That's part of what I'm saying. I get it. I understand that.
The northern part of Nigeria is a lawless region.
Even the all these cars, like, you know, if you don't pay custom duty, let's say they smuggle cars from Cotonou. If you take it to the north, you are safe. Trust me. But if you drive it in Lagos, there is tendency custom are gonna catch you, right?
That's exactly what Simba is just saying right now. Simba, thank you for coming into the show. Thank you, Simba.
Generally.
Simba, thank you for coming. Simba, thank you for coming to the show this afternoon. Just like myself, very unusual time for me to show up. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to ask that guy that I was suspected that is coming from Edo State. I want him to tell me, and I use Simba because I know that you know also about my state also, or your state, or those, on those state, or those area, our western region. Can this guy point to the world right now? Which of the bushes that you usually see, or that the outside people usually settle in any certain part of Nigeria, other than see them, patrolling with their cows on the village roads? We never see anybody when we go to the farm to be seen outside inside the bush, and then they are so friendly to Mr. AY. Can AY tell us which of the bushes that outside people were settling down with their cows, and they were so friendly, other than see Malam with tea? I see Malam with tea. I see Malam New Benin,
Tony,
yeah,
just
yes, sir.
don't say what he was saying is right. The Fulanis that we used to know that used to raise cattle, graze cattle all over the place those days.
There
They
were
are
no
very
violence. Yes, there were no violence. Yes.
them with big. Even you see their wives selling cheese, you can buy from them and all those things.
Yes, sir.
So that was what he was talking about now.
Yeah,
That
but no. But he was
now
particularly,
about
look. He was specific about say that those were when they go into the bush. Is it the Auchi bush where this AY is coming from? This outside portion of Edo State?
specific. Even in my own area in the southwest, we have a lot of them. Even up to now.
But
Even
I know, but not inside the bushes. We see them. I grew up in your state. I'm told that only we can only sight them. Along the road, inter-village road or intercity road. You know what I'm saying? They don't settle in the bush. You know what I'm saying now? They don't settle in the bush. That where Mr. AY will go and meet them in the bush when he's going to his farm, or he's going with grandfather or with a mother to the farm, and they will go outside Fulani people or outside people inside the bush, and they will be friendly with them. We usually see them on the road. They will be asking for water. You know what I'm saying? They may ask you for water, or they say sweet.
Those ones, even when you are going to your farm, even you see them even in your farm, and they will not even allow their cattle to enter into the farm. They guide them against eating farmers crops.
Village roads, not inside the farm, not inside the bush, village roads. Because man, I beg, what? No, there's no need to be sugarcoating anything right now. These people, let me tell you something, my brothers. To people that are on the line right now. I said yesterday in Edo State now, we have problem. 3 days ago, some outside people were arrested. 4 of them with fully armed. They were trying to go to the Oromo local government. I know that Mr. Ewa may not know where Oromo local government is. Simbat, it's around that Ikoba Hill.
I know.
So when you are getting out of Benin, Ikoba Hill, you know now. So that AY may not know there because most people from Auchi, they don't know Benin City. They don't know Ekpo myself. You know what I'm saying? Or like what they have seen.
Can I come in, please? Greeting everybody. Yeah. Can I come in?
No, let me land. Mr. Prestige, Prestige. So we have nothing to do with these people. What I'm just advocating right now is that we should drive them back to where they came from. So those people were caught. 4 people were caught, and then they were fully armed. They asked them where they were going. They said they would go to one small village inside the Oromo local government. You know what I'm saying? And then now, last night, another Fulani people were caught in Uromi again. That's the Uromi Aziz again. You know what I'm saying? Inside the bush. So look, the police is not doing anything. It just seems like you said, lawless northern Nigeria. Now they are now transferring that system into southern Nigeria to be a lawless place where you arrest people, you cannot touch them, and then you give that to the police. Police will free them up again. So my brothers and sisters, we don't want these northerners in the southern part of Nigeria because they cannot adhere to our policies, or say that they should not patrol their whatever they are doing with their road or whatever coming to killing our people. We don't want them at all. They should go back. Those people from Auchi, you can put them in your place there, or people from Ilori, you can put them in your place there until the country is settled. Mr. President, you can come in now. Put them in your place there.
All right, greeting everybody. From Adama to AY to Simba, Tony, I greet all of you. I just joined the
morning, man of Prestige.
Yeah, I can deduce from what the topic is, but regardless of what the topic is, I just want to make a comment. That's why I joined, because Nigeria is spiraling to, to unbearable situation. We are not a way country. We can come here and speak all the whole English we want. Tinubu can come and construct it from Lagos to Calabar or whatever he's doing. A country without no security is not a country. So I don't know why we're sugarcoating everything. Everybody's not like a big Cubana. You go in, stay in Abuja and spend all that money. Nigeria is in a decay situation. People like Obi speak. APC is going to send their attack god like people like Mrs. Dorothy, which is what's his name, Reno, to come and attack him. What did he say that was wrong? Tinubu need to come back. You say 2 weeks vacation or whatever you may call it. That man left on the 1st of May. Today is the 17th. That's 3 days past 2 weeks. and you are there, your people are dying. It doesn't matter what kind of economy you have. You can have better economy than USA. If you are not secured, there's nothing like a country. Let's call it what it is.
Madam,
I mean,
proceed.
yeah, I'm just tired of all this nonsense going on in Nigeria. I don't care what,
Yeah, I
it's very.
support what you say.
Do you see what's going on? What's going on? I mean, there's a genocide going on in Plateau. I mean, everywhere. Look at what happened. People from some students from Calabar going to Ondo. I mean, they are kidnapped and some people are killed. This is all over the country. Nothing is going on, and we claim we have a country. Believe me, I don't believe we do.
And the people are coming here to say that 70% of
You can
this
come
and
here.
70%.
There's nothing wrong being a party person, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't matter what you can come here and say what the economy is doing. Tinubu is doing. Tinubu doesn't have a spine to do whatever he wants to do. Even that he may have the mind to do it, but he's covering because of election. He's not going to do anything. That
People are here talking
overseas,
about 70%.
and people are dying.
What
In this country, if this country, let's assume Trump was somewhere outside and somebody died somewhere, he's going to come back.
Yes,
I mean,
all the spokespeople, they will be talking. They will be talking. Spokespeople will be talking.
We don't have nothing. I mean,
but here nobody is speaking to nobody. Nobody speak to nobody. Everybody just dying.
I'm safe where I am, but I'm a Nigerian. I mean, I'm very concerned about that. The way the country is going.
It's finished. The country is gone, my brother.
I mean, I just want to come
the country is gone. The country is gone.
I don't want to come and give my 2 cents because I'm not here to talk about whether the APC achieve or not achieve. I'm here for what's going on in that country.
Thank you very much. It's a very nice point.
Hold on. As of today, Nigeria has ranked 6th in the index. Go Google it. I'm not making this up. As a terrorist country. Today, Nigeria has been placed to the 6th global as a terrorist country, and we are here talking about economy or whatever, or
70%, 70%
people being stupid and investing their money without, that's not even my issue right now. They can go to hell. Nigeria is going to hell.
Telling you that they are telling you that cows.
I mean,
cows
have, go ahead and carry on. I'll listen to
they say that. Hold on. They say that cows have overtaken your city, Benin City. Sapele Road. You are struggling with one man. One man is even trying to paint the dangerous situation to you. You are saying that no, everything's okay. We don't want any trouble.
I don't care what is okay. If a country is not, if there's no security,
not you. No, I mean the previous speaker. Hold on, Mr. One man of frustration. So one man was saying that. One man was saying that that Benin City is being taken over by cows, and there's somebody who claimed to be from Edo State, Mr. AY. He said that yes, it's okay. We don't want to retaliate. We are afraid. We don't want any trouble. We should give 70% grazing right to the non-tenants. What the hell is going on? Why don't you just? That's what we meant by not sugarcoating the
situation. Where the hell is the chief? Where the hell is the chief security officer? AY. That's what
listen.
This is where I come in. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's have one voice. Mr. Tony, can you round up? But I want to say something to you, Mr. Tony, specifically. If any panelist is speaking, you cannot interject. You have to ask them if they want you to interject. If AY starts speaking or Man of Prestige is going to speak or Simba, let them land their point first.
Henceforth. Now that you are here. Henceforth.
Go ahead and round your point so that we'll go to the next person.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Madam Lahaja. So then Mr. AY was about to ask me some questions, sir. Yes, sir. I'm listening, sir.
I'm not asking you some question. I think when somebody is speaking, if you cannot comprehend what he say, can you double check to make sure you understand what we are? Hold on. You see that you double check and listen to what he say, right? So I was having discussion with Simba. I don't know where.
With one man. With one man.
Just hold on. Why are
Tony, this is what I just said. Please allow him to finish what he's saying.
I was having discussion with one man, then Siba came in. We were having a very good discussion. It seems you just have interest in just, if you can't comprehend what somebody is saying, try to listen very well. There was no time I mentioned 70%. There was no time I mentioned all this stuff you are saying, My position on this issue, I don't know if Man of Prestige was listening in the background. First of all, you need to ban hypocrisy. At this point we have, that will solve, I said, that will solve the bigger part of the problem. There is no two ways. That's one. The second thing right now, the security architecture of Nigeria needs to be overhauled. Nigeria needs to seriously look into state policing. I feel state policing, let the governor, I want them to have control of, the security of their state. Nigeria is too big. Things are just getting out of hand. What is going on in Plateau? I listened to the governor yesterday. The governor was helpless. So I'm sure if the governor have complete control of the security in the state, I mean, employ more people, get more vigilante within the communities, provide weapons for them. I mean, if anybody knock their door, you gotta fight, because now they are attacking these people, slaughtering them, like you just kill people recklessly. They can't fight back because
I
they
get
don't
you. I get
have
you.
the
Let me
weapon.
land now. Let me land now. Let me land now.
Tony. Hold
Yeah.
on. Come on. Why are you behaving like this?
Okay.
I'm going to leave the platform for you if you continue like this, please. So they need to, if they have the weapon, they're going to fight back. But you're not getting that. This thing keep going. I was just explaining, okay, majority of the state, even in the north, from Plateau to Zamfara to Benue to Niger to Sokoto, this stuff are getting too much. Now you have cases where this issue are moving towards the south. So I was even insinuating, here is my fear, because this kind of issue can lead to civil war very, very quickly, like tribal war. What happened in Edo State where 60, 70 people were killed, if the governor did not move very fast, you might have a reprisal in the north. Before you know, you have another one in the south. Before you know, this is how tribal war can easily start in a country. It's not funny. So I think the government are not doing enough. The security are not doing enough. Both the president, the House of Rep, the House of Senate, I'm going to hold them very accountable for this, because they need to have this discussion. It's not issue of you hate any ethnic tribe, right? Anybody, but you got to do what is right to protect your citizen. Protecting your citizen, the rep and the senate need to come and have a discussion and stop hypocrisy. There is no shortcut. Period. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, thank you very much. So, I was not against you, but you know that Wama was struggling with you there when when he was able to tell you that none of these northerners has been arrested. And then I don't want to be, I don't want to involve myself with whatever is happening in Plateau State right now, because that's a northern part of the country. This board, they have their forum, or their fora, where they usually meet the Northern People's Congress, or whatever you call them, governors meeting, 19 states, governors of the North. Whatever happens in Enugu State, Edo State, Odo State, is what I'm concerned about, and it's what I want people to be, aiming at here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a damn about what's happening in Plateau State, because if 100 people are killed in Plateau State, and then 2 people are killed in Edo State, or in Odo State, or in Enugu State, that is my problem. So people of the North can address their own issue there. Then to the point that you are saying that something they are not doing enough, for me, as far as I'm concerned, they are not doing any, there's nobody doing anything at all. One thing is to be doing something, and they will say it's not enough, but the people are not doing anything at all. I don't want to call their government, because as far as I'm concerned, the country has no government. That's why people can just come into your place. You can't go to the front, they capture you. If you're able to, those kind of vigilante, you are saying that you form up now. Some of them are need to have this community, through community, it's a communal effort. They're able to organize themselves, and when they get hold of any of these criminals, then the government say, no, free, the so-called people you are calling government say, free them up. You know what I said? That's why I said that the country is not one people. Let's let us be concerned about what is happening in Enugu State, in Anambra, or River State, or Edo State, and Ogun State, instead of dabbling into what is happening in the north. You know what I'm saying? I think Sultan Sokoto, they can take care of whatever is happening with their old people there, their siblings, whether they are TV, Udoma, they are Fulani, they are Hausa, they are Nukwe, they are all brothers and sisters there. Just like us in the south, whether you are Igbo, you are Bini, you are Ijo, whether you are Yoruba, you are Urobo, you are, so you are the same brother. That's it, sir. So I don't want to take so much, too much of your time, but just
All right,
let us be talking, let us be concentrating on whatever is happening in the south right now. Let us be concerned about how they are now importing all this criminality, this criminality and terrorism into our space. Let us just speak with one voice that we don't want these people want them to be evacuated out of the southern part of Nigeria. Let them go back to their place. After all, they control it's a majority, large portion of the geographical location called Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay. I think the situation. I'm a little bit emotional earlier. I mean, the situation has already gotten out of hand. It's not like it's getting out of hand. Okay. I mean, whatever is going on, Tony. I heard what you said, but right now we got Nigeria. That's all we have. We don't have Southern as a country, not as a country. We have one Nigeria. So at the moment, we need to talk about preserving the country that we have, which is one Nigeria. In as far as I may say, okay, I want my people to leave because of the situation, but right now, this is where we are. We are all Nigerians, not South or whatever. So we need to be concerned in all part of the country. So I will go back to what I'm saying. People say that they have the legislature and everything. Who is the chief security officer? I'm going to keep on emphasizing whether you like it or not. The chief security officer is Tinubu. The buck stop with him. Let's call it what it is. We can come here and pander, be a political hack like we want. It's not going to solve anything until we know it's politically motivated. And this is what, how Jonathan was out of the office. Political mobility, it doesn't matter. The buck stop with the president of the country. He is the chief security officer. You need to declare emergency, emergency rule in some of this area like Plateau, not in River State, which which doesn't even make sense. But everybody has their opinion. That's already been done. This is an emergency needs to be declared in that country about security. Wherever where it's more more pronounced. That's what I'm saying. Did you see the video that come out from a northerner? I don't know what Saddam Sokoto said or whatever he said. The video that come out from a northerner that said, whatever, I don't know what the military is doing right now in Plateau and Benue State. I've forgotten the name of what they do. You know how they have like pipe and dam or whatever. They're having it. They say they need to leave right now. They need to leave from that place, so that the Fulani will be able to rear their cattle and everything. I mean, if a southerner say that, he'll be arrested immediately. Anybody from the south, west, east, south, anybody, and that guy is still out there, making all that noise, creating what I call to be a genocider, and nobody, he has not been arrested. I mean, why do they have that privilege? This is my concern. I'm not against the North, but why would a particular section of that country have that privilege? Is it because the president we have doesn't have a spine to do something? This is the problem I'm having. It's just getting out of hand. The buck stop with the chief security officer. That's Tinubu. Everything is, is on his head. I'm gonna call it what it is. He need to do something and stop cowering to all these terrorists that are kind of disseminating the country. We are not going nowhere.
Tinubu cannot do anything because they are not allowing him to operate.
What do you mean Tinubu cannot do anything? He's the chief security officer.
He cannot do anything because it's already operating in a system that is not in existence. So the Bobo is there. Only that I don't know why he's keeping, he's wasting his time to
resign. Then resign if you are not capable. If you are not capable, we don't care about your political wizard. That's not what.
It's very bad.
We need a leader.
But they won't allow him to. They won't allow him to operate. So, but he himself, I don't know what they wait for. What is he waiting for?
Let him resign.
What is he waiting for?
What is the purpose of being a president? Yes. Do you know what? Yes. Do you know his title? He's the chief security officer. Forget about the legislature and other branch of government. He's in charge.
Yeah, he's in charge of which of the security outfits. Do you have any security? We don't have the military. We don't have the military. We don't have the police.
What is he doing in France? Walking nonsense or whatever, whether he's sick. Let him tell people he's sick.
No, we are not quarreling. We are just interacting.
Can you hold on, please? Tony, man of prestige had the floor and you keep interjecting. We cannot have two voices going. If
I
you're
know.
listening, if
Tony
you're
won't let somebody speak.
yeah, please, you can't do that. You can. That's why I keep muting you. Allow him to speak. Then when he finishes speaking, you ask him if you can give him a pushback. If he says yes, then you can give him a pushback. If he says no, you can't. So please allow the panelists to speak without you interjecting.
And I would like the APC to come and challenge me. People like Simba, don't be quiet. You heard what I'm saying. Challenge what I'm saying if I'm wrong or what will be said. Tinubu need to bring his board back home. If you want to, I would like to hear an opposition. I mean, me and Tony on the same, a little bit on the same side. Forget about his interjection. I like an opposition to interject what I'm saying. That's who I want to hear from. And let them give their rationality for what's going on in that country. Come out and challenge what I'm saying if I'm wrong. Not bringing your attack dog to come out, to come and, spray on unnecessary propaganda,
Okay, man of prestige, hold
Man
on.
of prestige, they will come because so they know say they know say are they here now.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Femi, are you there? Can you unmute if you have something to say? Yes, go ahead, Femi. You can come in. Thank you. Welcome to the show.
Like, yes, I've read Mr. Prestige, and I think he's Man of Prestige is very, very right about it. The president has to come back, like for over 100 people to die, to be dying in a space of 2 days. That does not make sense. That does not make in the same country, that 100 figures of 100 happens in a year, not in a day. It is in my own view. I will, if I'm the president, or I have someone that I can advise the president. In my own view, I will encourage the private sector in different states. Like, you have to invest in the private sector in the state. You can give them billions of naira. They should be the one rearing this cattle. It's not a must. A cattle should be raised by Fulanis. They can invest a lot in this. They can invest money in it. We should stop all these. Fulani must be the one in charge of cattle. I believe Yoruba can rear cattle, Igbo can rear cattle, Ijo can rear cattle, Edo can rear cattle. Every tribe can rear cattle. I don't know why the other part of the country, we believe that Fulani must be the one to rear cattle, must be the one in charge of cattle. They should try that. I think that is the only way that this thing can stop. Like, Fulani should not be allowed to rear cattle in Edo State, should not be allowed to rear cattle in Ondo State, should not be allowed to rear cattle in any part of the country. In your state, focus on your own state. Don't move from state to state, because this thing is getting out of hand. When I was younger, when a cattle man sees you, they fear. When they look at you, they are very scared. They will be pleading to you that my cattle come into your compound. They will be begging. But right now, they don't feel scared. That's what I learned about people, that when they see you, they just see you as they don't see someone like a normal human being like them. They think they are superior, and you are inferior to them.
Femi, can I interject in reference to what you were saying? When I was during the Christmas, when I was home, we was driving around. I see cattle around Aso Rock and everything. I mean, nobody challenged cattle, but any human being, they are thereby go to that area. They're gonna shoot the person or arrest the person. But cattle are allowed to roam around Aso Rock. Go and see what I'm saying. There's a lot of video, but I saw this with my eyes. I mean, what is that? I'm just seconding what you said about, the privilege they have when it comes to this cattle. I don't know what it is. Thank you.
Yes, I think if Man of Prestige I was in support of this man. I'm still in support of him in the beginning, and when he was campaigning, I thought that if this guy come on board, he will do something that Buhari cannot do about this Fulani stuff, that it will be over, because I want to do farming in my community. And I think if Fulani is out of if Fulani is out of the picture, it will be easy for me to be coming down to the country and see my farm. But right now, for you to get into the bush, bro, is very scary. You will be scared for your life. You can be kidnapped. You can be kpai for nothing. That is why I supported, like, if Tinubu with the mind he has his own mind, that he can take some bold decision. That is why I supported him. I don't know Tinubu from Adam. He does not know me. I have not taken a cover from me. That is why when I see people that defend him and you don't earn anything from him, I just look at it. He does not. He owe me nothing. I owe him nothing. I can talk to him. When people are still supporting him blindly, that is what I see, that these people are. These people does not feed you, bro. I see some people still supporting for what? He's doing his performance has been woeful. We have to
Femi,
call this thing
can I
out.
interject? Femi, can I interject a bit?
If the country is right, Tinubu should not be able to win his family vote, family polling vote, with what is happening in that country.
Can I have some seconds?
He should not be
Femi,
able to win his polling vote of his family. I'm talking of his own family. Talking of winning Yoruba land.
good man. Can I come here a bit? Femi,
This guy, I'm coming, Mr. Tony. About the security part of the country, you have to the safety of life and property of the citizen is the most paramount responsibility of a president, of the chief officer of the country. You have to save this. You have to save these people's life. Coming down to the country, it will be necessity. It's not. They should not be. Obi should not be the one to be telling you that. You should know this by yourself. If you cannot be a president, vacate the seat. It's not a must. You are in Paris. You are using the tax and everything about the country. All your expenses is through the government. Tinubu does not spend his cover. One cover does not come out of his own pocket. And with all this, some people are still defending this man. I supported him. I'm still with him because I think he can change. But at a stage in this, whether 3 years, I will give him 3 years to see if he can do something. That time I will come out like I won't be with him anymore. But right now, I hope he can turn it around. That is my own view. I believe it. That is why I thought, Yoruba land, though, the Fulani kill a lot of people, pay a lot of people. That is why I said that Tinubu, that if he comes on board, that he can change it. But this has not changed. See how people are paying every day. It's not. This is not right. And you cannot fire this your illegal IGP because you want to use it in 2027 election. This man is just after election. There's nothing. It's just after election. He is planning for the next election. Planning for the next election in after 1 year, going to 2 years. Anybody that expects more, I expect much. I still let me still have hope, because he's he's all about renew hope. That is what he preached to everybody, and I think he can change things. But with what I'm seeing right now, I'm not happy with this government at all. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I want I want to see something change. I want something change. You have to take some drastic decision. If you take that decision and you appoint Fulani outside into your cabinet, it will be more better than you appointing Yoruba and people are paying every day. If you have appointed Fulani and outside into your cabinet more, I'm not talking more of them, and take those decisions that Fulani men, you cannot move from state to state, that they should be launched. and this land should be controlled by the indigenous of the state, not Fulani people. Yoruba can train a cow, can rear a cow. That is what I believe. That is something that you can train a lot of people. Invest in it, put money. Before you know, everybody will be okay in that country. And this communal class, Fulani extreme want to take land, it will stop. But when you allow this country that allow that you can move from every part of the country to it without no, we have to look into that also. We have to look into that constitution, because I think when they wrote those constitution, the country was peaceful then. Right now, this country is not peaceful. They have to find a way to do something. And I wish Tinubu can get it right. And if he does not get it right, I think 2027 he should be voted out of the position. That is just it. He should be voted out. What I
I,
if there is election today, I think Tinubu should not be able to win his polling booth of his family house with what is happening in that country. Bro, this guy is woeful. He's he's woeful. Like his performance has been woeful, has been terrible.
Yeah. Well, can I go quick now? Can I come in now, Femi?
Yes, you can come.
Okay. So yeah, you are right. We don't need these cows to feed our people of the south. We know we can make our MLR. We usually have our own cows, those black ones, now, with a black and white colors. In Oyo State to Edo State to those state to we can rear our own cow. We don't need cow. Cow should be our priority. We also have our own grass cutters, rabbits, and goats and lambs. So I don't know why we are so particular about this cow. So we should just kick these people out of the south, from the southern Nigeria. Let's divide the country. Thank you.
yeah, Adama, can I make my summary? I'm about to leave, please. Just a minute or two.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm going to speak directly to Mr. President. He's our elected president. It doesn't matter the way whether he come in by ringing or whatever. Right now, it's still being respected as our president, regardless. So I'm going to speak directly to the president, Mr. Tinubu. Please, sir, stop listening to your stomach infractors, infractor, what I'm trying to say, advisors, sycophancies. Please stand up and do the right thing. We know you have the spine politically, but you have not exhibited any, your spine when it comes to what's happening in this country right now, security. Neither because of the election, you are seeking you don't want to offend the Northerners. You want their vote. But, with 200 and something million we have right now, how many people will be left at the rate of things going right now? How many people will be left for, to vote for you, in 2027? Please come back from where you are. If you're not well, tell the country that you're taking a medical sick leave. There's nothing wrong with that. You're an old man. You can be sick. Be very honest to the country. And stop deceiving us that you went there for a walking stop, stop. You've been over there for 3 days more than you've been over there, I think 4 days. You went there on the first, So that's roughly, 4 days above, above your acclaimed 2 weeks vacation. Please be honest with the country. Come down. The country is spiraling out of control. Stop listening to people like, Queen of Dorothy, like Reno Mokori. They're not giving you good advice. They only say all this. Whether you like Obi or some article or whatever, when they make a very constructive criticism, listen to them. Don't go back, with your attack dog. It doesn't work that way. Listen to them. And anything they say that is a little bit, right, take it from there and use it to shape your, your policy. Help the country. Our country called Nigeria is dying. Let's not miss word about it, please, Mr. President. Come back and take, and look what is going on into the country, and build a spine on your, which I think you have. But just because of for political convenience, you don't want to do what is right for that country. I don't know how many people that's going to be left in that country the way it's going on right now. Like I stated earlier, Nigeria is currently ranked 6th in, in the terrorist index that just came out, came out this week. We are not heading to the right direction. Please, there's nothing you can do. It doesn't matter what kind of money Nigeria have or whatever, or they don't have money. If there's no life, security is very, very paramount for any nation to exist. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, everybody. Mr. President, I hope you listen to my, I hope you listen to my appeal. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, man of prestige. Mr. Simba, could you please give us your final submission if you're there? If you're not there, I'll go to Tony. Tony, what is your final submission so we can call the stream, we can bring it to an end?
Yeah, thank you very much. I still agree that sorry, as I still insist that there is no government in Nigeria, that we should divide the country. Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you so much. We're going to call the stream to an end. Please join us this evening at 7 p.m. Thanks to our esteemed viewers. You all have a productive day. Thank you.